What's up guys, this is Sean Tan and today... Okay, later. What's up guys, this is Sean Tan and today I am in Bukit Jalil city, which is also known as Pavilion 2. Today we are in this one of the very first few strata offices where offices are in strata title. Okay, it's something like the strata landed. The only reason why I want to introduce this project, right, is because it's a new concept, right? And a new concept of offices, shop offices not being able to be renovated. I mean from the facade lah. So it's a bit different for business owners. Because most of the owners of this kind of retail, right, will always like thinking like who is in their end of mind would be banks, furniture shops, cafes, where they require certain degree of customization of the facade for their group branding, right? So strata shop offices like this then become not a favorite for investors. So with the experience of designing one strata shop offices before, then I truly understand like that's the level of convenience that strata title can give, which because if you understand strata title, it's divided, you gotta read that act along with the Common Property Act. Common Property Act, for new listeners, new audience, means it's as if like you are staying in a condo, but your facility deck, your swimming pool, your gym, those are common areas. And common areas are supposed to be maintained by the management body. So it's somewhat similar, unlike the conventional individual title shop offices that we are so familiar with. The front porch of your shop belongs to you, and straight away there is road and things like that. In this kind of developments, stratified developments, corridors like this, landscapes like this, and even most probably the roof like this, the canopy like this, does not belong to the shop owner but belongs to the management. Stratified development like this also allows you to have nicer roads like this. You see, the road is just smooth and wide. Just that I'm not sure whether in the future can you park like that lah. But however, what you can see is that every unit has its own lift. Let's go check it out. So as I was saying, every unit itself also comes with their very own private lifts. So if you can see, like, it's locked, but if you can see, this unit itself has a lift. It means like this. Every lot has their very own private lift that goes up 3 stories, including down to the basement itself. So for this unit itself, they have their own private lift, own private lift, own private lift. So, and these offices are stratified in terms of lot, meaning this lot belongs to one owner, this lot one owner, this lot one owner, not every floor. For some who are not familiar about construction, right, because there's a basement car park downstairs where there's one basement, and you can see that there's air funnels here at the center landscape. So these are for ventilation purposes, to allow air change from the basement up to the ground floor, and then architects just dress it up as landscape. What I like so far about this stratified stratified development is because during design stage, shop offices at the back end always is very scary, where the incident of the plate washing for Mamak in Bangsa. Those always happen behind the scenes, where you have the alleyways where it's often dark and dirty and full of rubbish because nobody really see them. So in stratified offices like this, you can have landscape back lanes. Meaning you have landscapes at the back lane where you actually encourage people to walk, and it's bright, okay? So the main reason I would say they make it so high up, right? If you can see, the ceiling height is so high up and it's so well lit, it's to get away with the negative aspect of back lanes. However, I will suspect that aircon ledges will all be there, where naturally all your negative air or the dirty air from the air condition, right, will all come to this central space. And then by that time, I don't know whether plants like this will grow, so we will check it out and see. So that's one of the good thing already. It solves security of back lanes. So a 3-story shop lot right now, it's around sub-sale going 5.2 million. 5.2 million, right? And the corner lots, which is around 4 stories, is 13 to 14 million. And we spoke to a few agents, and the agents are saying that owners like this are not meant for sale also. So most of them are not trying to sell, so they're just trying to let out. And at this current junction, again, 2005 for the highest floor, around 3,000 to 3,005 at the second floor, and 6,000 for the ground floor. So in total, a unit will fetch around 12,500 to 13,000 a month in rental, and that's how people make money. My mentor of mine will always teach us that the best way, those who really make money via real estate, is via commercial. Take 3 on 3. So the 3 things I like, number 1 is with strata, you can actually control many more things in the development rather than just conventional shop offices in individual title. Number 2 would actually be the location itself, which is next to Pavilion 2, and it will generate way more. And I think this location will actually be way more accessible via train station, and the population will be very, very great because it's sandwiched between Puchong and Bukit Jalil, so and Sri Petaling, and these kind of locations where it's super populated. So that's point number 3. 3 things that I don't like. Number 1, that I'm suspecting 100 over units may not be enough to create that critical mass as a commercial area. If you look at conventional successful shop lots, right, it's at least 180 and above to 250 units lots, right? So you can provide that variety to consumers, where I want a bakery, I want a hair salon, I want this to makan, I want bookstore and things like that. So you need that number to provide that variety, but I'm worried this might not. Maybe it's because next to the mall, so they don't need to. Point number 2 would be the parking that may not be sufficient. Okay, so let's say the parking here is like most of them are taken up by lift lobbies, and most of them will not have sufficient parking. I think the parking here is just for the workers who are occupying the unit. Again, they are next to Pavilion Mall, so maybe the people would just like walk. People will be more tend to walk over from Pavilion Mall instead of parking below to walk upstairs. Point number 3 would be the maintenance fees. So I think because there's only 100 over units, and with the extensiveness of the security and landscape and cleanliness, especially if you run retail F&B, right, and you cannot really customize your facade for your advertisements and your banners and things like that for your business, that might restrict some of the things that conventional shop owners cannot do. For example, a furniture store owner cannot come in let's say like Lorenzo, I have a specific specification for retail shop offices, right? Let's say Old Town, I cannot customize my building to look like an old townish, or I cannot, let's say Starbucks I cannot customize, or that's just a standard specification for my advertising banners and boards, right? So those will actually restrict the business owner itself. So unlike conventional shop offices, like I mentioned, owners of these kind of projects will need to pay maintenance fees, and maybe quite hefty though, because what you're paying for: landscape, cleanliness, security guards, and as well as security cameras, surveillance. And that's all for this episode. Just to give you guys something a bit more different, where now, if you can see, last time strata is only applied to high-rise, then now strata is applied to landed homes, and now strata is even built on shop offices. So community living is coming soon, and individual title maybe will increase price, I don't know. But I think that's all for this episode. If you really like this video, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, I'll see you guys for the next property review. Ciao!
And a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, cause he ain't got nobody to listen.